to the Fandom's vlog. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Leslie.
And today we are going to go ahead and talk about costumes because guess what? It's October. So we'll give you some ideas. Some of them you can be creative about, and others you can just purchase from like Hot Topic or if you're plus size like me, Torrid. We have two different book series that you can probably go off of. One of them is being the Dark Artifices book series by Cassandra Clare.
There's a few ideas that one thing you can do is dress up like a shadow hunter. So they have rune tattoos, temporary tattoos you can use. You also can draw your own runes on. Sometimes I would use like eyebrow pencil maybe, or a pen if you want, but the makeup is easier to come off. You can get a Cortana type sword. I'm sure they have some at your local Halloween craft stores, or you can make one.
You just have to write the inscription, right?
Yeah. So just get a plain sword from a costume shop and then customize it to what it's described like in the book, right?
Exactly, which there's a saying on it, and my mind is blank on that, but we know that there's an inscription written on the Cortana sword.
Yes.
And it's very familiar, and my mind is blank right now when it comes to that.
And of course, all black clothing, because they need to be...
if you're a shadow hunter.
Yeah, it's always black. Not sure why, because no one can see them. Anyways, another option you can go for is a warlock, maybe like Malcolm Fade. He has that white hair, right?
Yeah.
So you can get a wig. You can dye your hair if you want.
Dye it white.
Well, it's in right now, actually. There's some.
That's true.
So if you want to do that, you can get the cat eyes like Magnus, wear the sparkles, paint your fingernails, or something. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, or you can be like Ragnar Fell, and so Ragnar Fell or Katarina, green or blue skin, dye your skin.
Please use non-toxic.
Yes, please. Please, and you can maybe the clothing cover your arms with the same color, and horns. You can do anything to be a warlock. You just have to have some kind of mark, right? And then one thing that you can do also that is part of the Dark Artifices is you can try to dress like a fairy. We got the pointed ears. You can try to be like Mark Blackthorn and get a different color contact lens.
Well, I think it goes for all fairies.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it
because
all?
Remember Kieran has one silver eye and one black eye.
All right. Well,
so you can do that too. With sclera contacts also.
Another thing, there is a color changing hair color. The brand is Pravana. And I know Kieran, his hair color changes, right?
I think from it's normally like a bluish black or blue or black, and then he tends to he'll change it a little bit depending on how he feels.
So it changes with his mood, and this is a mood changing hair color. So it if you check it out, it's a temporary. I think it's temporary hair color.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
That would be really, Although that would actually be cool if it was not temporary, but obviously these things are temporary.
So if you can do it, it's pretty cool.
That would be so cool. I would love to do that. Unfortunately, my work doesn't allow for me to color my hair an odd color, a non-natural color. But if you have the chance to, that would be so awesome.
Yes.
Pravana, Pravana, would be really cool. Another book that we think would be good to cosplay off of and dress up as during Halloween holiday or during whatever Halloween party you're going to is any characters from the Crooked Kingdom or Six of Crows series by Lee Bardugo. And obviously there are characters in there that dress distinguishably. One of them being Kaz Brecker. He has a very or he dresses really well, but he also has a walking stick that he has with him with a crow's head on it as a handle. And then, of course, he wears his black leather gloves. As you know, that's a major thing for Kaz. And that would, I mean, obviously he's a really good character to dress up as. Or you can dress up as, like, Jesper, you know, and just have your little pistols, 2 of your pistols on your side with your suspenders and, you know, and maybe if you want to do a dual cosplay, it's be you and Wyland, you know, redheaded Wyland together. Or if you want to go the traditional route and dress up as a Grisha, there's Nina Zenik, who dresses in, a lot of times I think she's dressed in red or like some kind of red sort of dress. Not really a Kefka, but, you know, something red. I don't know how you can dress up as Himej. Some really cool shoes that you use for climbing, I guess. I know that she's a big, you know, she's soft on herself, or she's, you know, she's really good at stealth. So
yeah, so a little cloak or something.
Cloak, or maybe like just being quiet all the time. Walking around all silent like and just creeping up on all the people around you. TV. There's a couple of shows. We don't want to go too far into a bunch of them because there's a bunch of shows. But a couple of shows that we want to do, and we want to talk about that you can dress up as characters from or of that world is one of them is Stranger Things, or Stranger Things 2. A lot of people have been dressing up as 11, you know, in her little skater dress and her waffles. So you can her leg or Eggo waffles. Not her Lego waffles. Her Eggo waffles. You know, you can dress up as her a lot. A lot of guys that I've seen dress up as 11, which is really cool to see. Or you can dress up like Joyce and maybe carry around a ball of Christmas lights, colored Christmas lights, while you're dressed up all mangly like and stuff, and just calling out for your son. One interesting one, and I don't know how, but there's obviously people there who are very creative. I'm not one of them when it comes to costume making, is dressing up as a Demogorgon. I'm just thinking something where you make yourself all black and look like a flower blooming.
Outlander. Now, if you're not the creative type, Hot Topic has a new line of clothing for Outlander. So they have Claire's red dress that she wore in France in season 2. It's really beautiful if you want to try something like that. They also have a coat that's kind of from the 1940s. If you want to dress up like when she's in her present day time period. Or, you know, there's also, Jamie has his kilt or tartan that he wears. So guys, or girls, you know, you could be a girl Jamie if you want. But you can dress up like in their Fraser colors. Outlander set in the 17th century Scotland for most of the time, or 17th century France. So definitely, you know, there's plenty of ideas out there to. I mean, if you set in that time period, you can be an Outlander person. But yeah, there's a new clothing line from Hot Topic, or
also Torrid for those who are plus size like me. So they offer those as well. I actually ordered the red dress, but it was too big. I ordered a bigger size because I wasn't sure. And if you're short like me, you might have this problem, just so you know. They tend to run long. They tend to run for people who are a little bit taller, or probably about 5'9".
Yeah, they are for tall people, but you know, they shortened the dress to make it more modern. So I mean, if you want to go the route of more authentic from the show, then a longer dress might work.
That is true. Although it's too long, I just don't like it being too long. I'm already short enough, and I don't need dresses making me look shorter. Or you can go first season Claire and have a white nightgown.
Yes, and they do have a white nightgown to buy at Hot Topic, and which
Are you serious?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They do. So that one's a pretty one. They have and kind of like a dressing coat, I guess, was what you wear, like a robe kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. There's really other ways too that you can represent Jamie. If you wanted to go shirtless, Jamie, just make sure that you put your makeup, your back makeup, I guess.
Yeah.
For your scarf.
So, yeah,
for the
if
scars.
you are a shirtless Jamie, you have to have his scars from his.
All I know is that he was whipped a lot. Like literally, not like figuratively. We haven't had a really good summer movie season, so it's kind of hard to figure out like what would be good ones to dress up from movies. One of the things that interested me was Ghibli Fest. So if you are interested in Ghibli Fest, they come out with a movie once a month, and you can check it out on Fandango or Fandom events, I believe it's under. But basically, you'll have like the animated films from Hayao Miyazaki. He did Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, and like the one that I just saw last month in September was Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. Her universe has made a Studio Ghibli line. And actually there's a really cool dress for My Neighbor Totoro. So if you really wanted to go like kind of classy, but kind of also representing one of those movies and stuff, you can go ahead and check it out. They actually sell them at Hot Topic, and they sell them at Torrid, again for plus size people. If you wanted to go the more creative route, if you're familiar with the movies, then you can actually maybe create your own creatures like Totoro. You can create Totoro, which has been cosplayed at several conventions and whatnot, or the no-face creatures, or even like the tree monsters. If you're really creative, and it would be really cool if I saw this, is dressed up as a soot sprite. They're like just these little tiny black balls they look like soot basically, but they have eyes. So anyway, if you're more into the scary route, of course, it is Halloween time. There's Stephen King's It, which is out in theaters and is actually a really good movie. If you like scary movies, obviously.
Not for me.
Obviously, you have to like scary movies. But yeah, some people cannot take scary movies. Anyway, Pennywise the clown. And, have his really creepy clown outfit and just carry like a red balloon or several red balloons if you want. That's one way of dressing up for Stephen King's It. Or you can go another route and dress up as little Georgie, the younger brother who meets his demise with Pennywise, and dress up with a yellow raincoat, with the hood, of course, and have your little paper boat that falls into the drain. Anyway, you can have that, or I don't know what else. If there's any other distinguishable. If you wanted to create a missing poster of yourself, maybe, and just, because they're in the movie, that there's a lot of teens that are missing, and so people posting up these missing bulletins with their picture on it, kind of like Harry Potter and the Wanted ones, But you can do that too,
Another option you can do is everything. A little YA twist there. So I guess there's not too much you could do. I mean, you can dress up in Maddie's yellow bathing suit, or if you want to go creative, put yourself in a glass box and
I know, like create a glass box for yourself.
and
just walk around in a glass box.
I guess wear white too.
Oh yeah, because Everything's sterilized
Yeah,
in this glass box
yes.
that Maddie's in.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to be creative, there's a way to do that.
Isn't Ollie, well, he's supposed to be dressed up in black a lot of times,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he wears black a lot. That's his favorite color, I guess.
So you can be Ollie / Shadowhunter.
The astronaut.
That would be awesome. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Totally. There's an astronaut in everything. That's a good one. I don't know. I would think that's awesome. Anyway, so that's it for our costumes suggestions for this year, 2017. We hope you have fun either way. If you don't dress up, it's not a big deal. But if you do have fun with it, do what you like, dress up as Jamie if you want to, even if you're a girl, or dress up as like 11 if you're a guy, because a lot of people have done that already.
Yeah.